both in the 8, which is amazing. But again, the scoring system playing out, it just is an affirmation that it's working. It's finally time, everybody in the studio. Mach 4 versus Rebel V2. Thank you for your patience in this epic running shoe battle. How's everyone doing out there? Just want to let you know, you're watching this on a Thursday. Lots of running shoes publishing in the next 4, 5, 6 days. All right, buckle up. We are in catch-up mode here in the studio. I've been testing a lot of shoes in the last 6 weeks, really the last 2 months. And so we're in catch-up mode. So if you like running shoes, make sure you tune in over the next 5 to 6 days, including right now, Mach 4 versus Rebel V2. Now, here's the deal. Speaking of running shoes, the Adios 10, I ran 20 miles in it last week, and sure enough, it is now available, but I put it to a vote. What would you like me to talk about next? On the community tab, I just this morning, 2 hours ago, it was a producer poll. Thank you for voting if you voted. And because I was in a bind, are we going to do the battle or are we going to do the first impression vlog for the Adios? Sorry, I said Adios 10. I meant Boston 10, okay? Boston 10. So here's the results from that poll. Thank you for voting. 66% for the running shoe battle over the first impression of the Boston 10. Okay, so Boston 10 first impression will happen next week. Now, the reason the title of this vlog is Epic Battle, because I was stumped about 2 weeks ago. I did a live stream here in the studio, and if I can find the clip, I'll put it in, but I'm not sure I'll be able to find it. And someone asked, and sorry I don't remember your name, they said, Seth, Mach 4 versus Rebel V2. And I froze. I was stumped. I literally froze. I couldn't answer for about 10, 20, 30 seconds. I just kept thinking and racking through, oh yeah, I'm glad I just remembered this, all the scoring system, and I couldn't pick one in that live stream. And that was a really good indicator for myself. Wow, we need to do a battle between the Mach 4 and the Rebel V2. And speaking of the scoring system, it is developing, it is evolving, it is becoming more and more precise. And I realize not all running shoe YouTube channels and running shoe reviewers do scoring systems. And I think there's benefits to both approaches, whether you do a scoring system or not. For me, it continues to play out very accurately, and it continues to play out by giving really, really specific scores that eventually lead me to an affirmation as to which shoe I would buy again, which you will find out by the end of the vlog. All right, so I just wanted to make, like, I'm very, very now much more confident, and you're going to see it play out in the scoring here in a minute. Let's dive in. I could go on and on. All right, here we go. First of all, here's the drop on your screen. Not picking a winner. I just wanted to flush. It's actually very, very close. 5 millimeters versus 6 millimeters. Okay, there's the stack heights on your screen. All right, it's very difficult to pick a stack height winner between two. Because listen, yeah, I'll just leave it there. There's the stack heights on your screen. Moving on to the weight, everybody. Okay, so we're looking at 7.5 ounces in my size, okay, versus 6.6 ounces. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. First battle, Rebel V2. Wow, about an ounce lighter. That's impressive, okay? Good work, New Balance, on the weight score for the Rebel V2. Moving on to that upper lockdown, okay? So one of the highlights, if you remember, upper right-hand corner, the full review, which happened in November 2020. I reviewed this shoe, I think it was late November 2020, full review of the Mach 4, upper right-hand corner. One of the highlights, 100%, was the lockdown. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, going to the Mach 4. Gusseted tongue. Let me just see here. Yeah, semi-gusseted tongue. Let me just remind not a semi-gusseted tongue in the Rebel V2. I predict Rebel V3 will have a gusseted tongue. That's my prediction. You heard it here first in the studio. Overall score for the upper, winner, winner, chicken dinner for these two shoes, Mach 4. Why, you might ask? There's a lot of different reasons, but the main one is the heel counter. Okay, so overall score, and let me just look at the breathability again. Probably would lean in the direction of the Rebel V2, but I'm going that heel counter in the Mach 4. So smooth, so soft, so well form-fitting, just perfect on the Achilles tendon. I love the Mach 4 overall upper winner going to this guy over there. Okay, moving on to the midsole. This is insane, and this is where, again, the scoring system is really it's just dialing in, everyone, and it's going to get even better on the website. Okay, there it is on your screen. We're going to get the scoring system dialed in, explaining it more clearly to all of you. We're developing a page, okay, so thank you for your patience there. Overall score, ride and energy return, okay? So here's the score from late 2020, all right, for the Mach 4, coming in at 8.5 out of 10. Very interesting. And I promise you, when I was scoring the Rebel V2 about 2 months ago, I think the full review published 6 weeks ago. Forgive me, I'm not remembering that exactly, but about 5 months apart. Okay, I promise you, I did not look at the score of the Mach 4 for the ride and energy return before scoring the ride and energy return of the Rebel V2. And yes, indeed, there it is on your screen. 8.75 out of 10, and I believe it was April 2021. So in fact, ride and energy, all right? There it is. Rebel V2 winning a key battle in this battle. Rebel V2 winning the ride and energy return by a nose, by 0.25. All right, 0.25. There you go. Overall score for the midsole winner, looking at the Mach 4, and you might be wondering why. It's because of the durability, specifically of the midsole. Okay, that's the only reason that the Mach 4 is winning overall for the midsole. Durability is gonna be, I'm gonna say, significantly higher. I mean, the Rebel V2, it's so soft, which is amazing. It feels great, but it's gonna break down much quicker. All right, moving on to that outsole. There they are. Winner, chicken dinner. Come on now. Rebel V2. Why? Better grip and better durability. It's gonna last longer. I like the Mach 4. I like how they're approaching it, not having rubber on the outsole, just what do they call it? The hardened EVA, essentially, on that outsole. There it is on your screen. But yes, winner going to the Rebel V2. And that fit, it connects, of course, to the upper. Fit between these two. Woo-wee! Oh, and let me just remind myself, man, that's interesting. I'd go standard fit through the toe box for both. Probably a little narrow through the toe box in the Mach 4. Okay, just a little bit, just to be aware of. But yes, fit overall felt better in the Mach 4, and a better, again, over the top of the foot especially. Just a little loosey-goosey through the lockdown, through the toe box, just like a little bit of extra material at the end of the eyelet chain in the Rebel V2. Fit going to the Mach 4. Comfort score, come on now. Rebel V2. This was a close one. This, again, epic running shoe battle, but this shoe is more comfortable, especially through the foot strike. Okay, it's overall comfort score, just so you know, including the upper. But yes, Rebel V2, it is softer, so it's going to feel a little more comfortable under step, just ever so slightly. But now, some people don't care about comfort. Some people aren't looking for that comfort score. So just keep that in mind as you're discerning which shoe to pick up. But in fact, comfort going, winner, chicken dinner, Rebel V2. Okay, moving on now to the durability prediction. Yes, indeed, Mach 4. All right, and again, it gets back to a lot of it, and you know what? If you take either of these shoes, probably past 500 miles, I'd love to see pictures of the upper, because I do foresee the upper in the Rebel V2 breaking down quicker than in the Mach 4. It just seems like the build quality, which I actually prefer, a leaner, more nimble, lighter upper, and that's what you're getting in the Rebel V2, but I don't think that's going to help. I mean, it's fairly translucent, actually, as I hold it up to the light. Like, you can see through it pretty well, so I do think durability is going to lean in the direction of the Mach 4, and especially through the durometer test of that. I mean, Remember what I said in the full review, soft as butter. You've left the butter out on the counter for a good 5 or 6 hours in the summer heat. That's the, oh my, it's crazy. And yes, it's like boiling hot out here in the studio right now, but that is okay. Here we go. Speaking of butter, and I think I wore this shirt yesterday. Don't tell anybody. Speaking of butter, sometimes you just grab the same shirt every now and then. Why was this an epic running shoe battle? Oh, this is crazy. So I'll just say it right now. $129 for both. That's incredible. I'm amazed, and I don't know. So this was released late 2020. Well, sorry, really early 2021. So this was first, and this is set. But I just wonder if New Balance was influenced at all by the price point of the Mach. Anyway, bottom line, tie, of course, for the price point. I mean, it's a tie. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So you might be wondering, if I could only buy one shoe again, which would it be? Rebel V2 versus the Mach 4. It's insanity, everybody. But at the end of the day, this guy won 5 categories. This guy won 4 categories. Yes, indeed. Overall epic running shoe battle winner going to the Mach 4. I would buy this one again over the Rebel V2 by a nose, by a hair. And a lot of it is connected to the upper and the durability of the shoe. It's just going to last you a little bit longer. All right, there you go. That is the closest. Now, the speed one, oh, it's not out here. That's the pro one. Anyway, the speed one versus upper right-hand corner versus the Mach 4, it wasn't quite as close as far. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. So, again, scoring system playing out. Here you go on your screen. We're looking at 8.72 out of 10. One of the highest scores I've ever given out in the studio for a shoe versus 8.05. Both in the 8s. Both in the 8, which is amazing. But again, the scoring system playing out. It just is an affirmation that it's working. Sure enough, Mach 4 is the overall winner. Unbelievable, everyone. There you have it. And yes, both are available down below in the description from Running Warehouse. Help support the channel. Thanks for picking them up if you do down below. I mean, if I could, this is one of those situations where I'm epically sad. Is that a word, epically? I'm very sad that I cannot, meaning I just have so many shoes to try. I can't take these shoes out anymore. Like, I'm dying for the Mach 5 and the V3. You know, it's like I'm already chomping at the bit for either of these shoes, for either of the next iterations to arrive on the scene. And that comment of the day, this is great. I'm doing it. I'm going back to back, Jason, because yeah, first of all, Jason won the Jaybird Vista 2s yesterday, and I was just scrolling through the comments, and so he's very excited, and it connects well, actually, to the Mach 4. So, Jason, this is, again, and I'm affirming your comment of the day. Double dipping here. Here we go. Jason said, holy cow, Seth, I never win anything talking about the Jaybird Vista 2s. Thank you so much. And then he says to the QD, haven't bought them yet, Mach 4s. I've never been more excited to buy a pair of shoes as I have the Mach 4s. Hopefully they live up to the hype. I hope they do. And I know I've talked them up a lot. I know I have, but I think, I think comfort through the upper. I just think they can do, oh yeah, that was another reason the Mach 4 wins more than the Rebel V2. I do think that the Mach 4 will do a little bit better at the long run, okay? It wouldn't be my first choice but it will do the trick for the long run because the Rebel V2 is so soft. It's a little too soft, actually, for long runs. So that's another reason, again, that I think the Mach 4 is a better tweener shoe compared to the Rebel V2. So, Jason, hopefully they do live up to the hype for you. Oh, man, keep us all posted. Question of the day. I think I've asked this before, but why not revisit it? It's been a long time. This will be key. What questions do you have for me about the scoring system? Okay. I know it's like can be a little confusing, maybe a little murky at times, and I'm dialing it in. We're just like lacing up a shoe. You got to dial in that lacing system. So we're dialing in. I'm open to your thoughts, your opinions, your questions down below in the comments about the scoring system for the shoe reviews. Sound good? Onward and upward. Thanks for tuning in. We will toss it to the, boy, I don't even know. Well, I guess we'll do Mach 4 full review. Mach 4 full review. Mach 4 full review right there, right there, right there. All right. Thanks for being here. Onward and upward. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.